Welcome back to Thornton Farm. All right, a little bit of a development. I had to get a different combine purely because the other combine could not make it up this hill. The combine that we had originally was struggling to even get close to going up this hill. So what's to go with this? Did we borrow the money or anything like that? No. All we did is we traded our combine in, and they list this combine to our They gave us this combine to try it out, make sure that we're happy with it, and make sure that we're satisfied with the way it operates. And if we are, we owe them $150,000 plus the money for our combine. So that's the debt that we have to them, assuming that we're obviously happy with this combine. If not, we get an option to try a different combine, and then we can make the difference of what they traded our combine in and a header in for this combine right here. It is a smaller combine, well, a much bigger combine than what we had, but you know, it's one of the newer, but smaller, if that makes sense. So we're not up to the largest Lexions, but we are up to what Lexion 650, 8,000 liters capacity. So it's a little bit bigger in that department, but where it kind of does really good is in the horsepower department. This is 359 horsepower and it's 9,000 liters capacity, so I was wrong on that. Okay, purely because we were struggling to make with the combine that we did, it couldn't make it up the hill. It went a little bit around, as you see, started from here, but it couldn't make it up. So I didn't save the game and started again and upgraded to this combine. This is why you are seeing this combine in here and not the other combine. We got to get rid of those weeds. So we will let him do his work, and while we're doing that, let's get rid of the weeds on this field before we have to spend money to get rid of the weeds. So we are using one of our older tractors, and let's go. Okay, there we are. So obviously I will let Courseplay take care of harvesting, but I will go and empty the combine and take care of the weeds. We did sell all our soybeans. That's how we have $154,000. Well, all our we sold two loads, almost what's about 80 something thousand liters of soybeans. And the idea was obviously, and I did record that, but as things go wrong, I do not have that recording anymore. So the idea is that with the money that we make, we're going to look at buying a new field. But since we're going to have to spend money on in updating our combine, we're probably going to be struggling to buy a new field, probably. Or we might end up just borrowing some money and doing that, or see if we can do like a payment thing with the shop from where we got this particular combine. So we haven't really ironed out all the details. I was struggling to be able to get rid of to harvest my crop, and because of that we made a deal that's not really finalized, if that kind of makes sense. So hopefully everything works out fine, and you know, the combine works out great, and we can upgrade our combine and you know, be able to do our work a lot quicker and buy a field slowing down for traffic. I think it hit the unloading side of the field. I left the tractor with the trailer there side by side, and it's probably just slowed down because of that. Alright, so in this episode we're going to concentrate quite a bit on obviously harvesting our field. Try that, as I said at the beginning, a few different combines, purely because of the hill on the corner, on the top corner there. It does not seem like that big of a deal, but funnily enough, 2 or 3 combines that I tried struggled to go up that hill, even on courseplay or on worker. So we are going to obviously pay for this combine if we decide to keep it. At this stage they have the money, they have our deposit, which is our old combine, and I believe we still owe them like 150 grand. This setup is pretty good with this trailer. Courseplay does a good job with the combine, not such a good job with the trailer. I'm not sure why, but it doesn't seem to always want to work with the trailer side of things, so it's struggling a little bit that way. So hopefully you don't find this too repetitive, just watching me work a combine up and down the field. So what I'll do is I'll speed it up a little bit, so that way I'm not holding you up just going up and down the field. Finally harvested this cornfield. Not been without its trials, but finally all done. We got a new combine out of it. I'm pretty sure we are going to buy this combine. We're going to have a bit of a chat to him, see if they have something a little bit better. Similar kind of money, so it has to be in the low 200s, and he will give it to us to a point where we only owe him, what was I gonna do other than smash into the building, where we are only gonna owe him $150,000. It can't be bigger debt than that. So we're gonna take this back because we left our grain grain header up there. So we are going to go and unload the combine and then pick up our header, and we will go and harvest field number 5, which is our newest field, which is right there. Now we are obviously going to give it a bit of a wash, and you know, as you would normally. I wish in Farming Simulator you could actually grease, or you had, not could, but you would have to grease your machinery every now and then. That'd be an awesome thing to have to do. Maybe in Fs19. No, I haven't heard anything about that kind of a feature, but it would be a nice thing, even if you just get out and you know, press a button to grease it, type of thing. It would be a nice feature than just you know, just the combine keeps working. It'd be nice if you, I mean, I suppose with the servicing side of things is kind of there, but anyway. Alright, so we got ourselves a mower for these smaller fields. I didn't want to have to bring in the bigger mower. I have not used it, so I have no... Okay, start the engine first. So I would imagine it would be... Okay. Okay, what didn't I do? Okay, I didn't start it. Okay, does this actually cut the grass? Does it leave it behind? Yes, it does, but because it's doing the same thing. I know what's happening. It's cutting it, but because I've got hay on the ground here. Oh, don't smash my new mower. You know what? I should be recording this, so next time I can just do it. Is it recording? Yes, it is. Next time I could just get him to do it without me having to. Jeez, he's pretty fast. What do I have? Oh, just do the blue, eh? This is what happens. It just leaves a huge chunk. I've had that happen before. Actually, on this very map, I had that happen before. It just leaves a huge... what's the... Okay. It's not... I'm gonna get slapped in the face. Wow, that feels faster. How fast whatever it goes. Okay, what happened here? Okay. Maybe I shouldn't be looking straight down. Maybe it's not really healthy. Let's just floor it. Wow, 30 kilometers an hour cutting grass. That is unheard of, hey? Wow. I don't think this is going to be a good idea. I'm going to find myself in a bit of trouble with all the grass that he just leaves for no reason, hey? Let's go back up. Yep. I'm going to have a bit of trouble with that. You know what? Does it have a horn? Still, wow, lights are good. Lights are very good. Whoa. Can you come through? Yes, you can. Okay, so it's not going to be doing this again. Now that I should have remembered from last time that you can't do this. You can't have hay and not collect it because the mower, is just going to you know, leave you huge chunks of it wherever there is no hay on the ground. There is a version of it that you could use just for cleaning up around your farm, so it doesn't actually leave any of the grass behind, so it's just a tidy up version. Never used one of these in real life, but I would imagine from what I see other people using it, the way it's driving right here is fairly accurate to what it would be like in real life. A bit of a... you have to kind of get used to it. Where is it gonna dump all this grass? The reason that I thought I would cut it, and it doesn't matter, at the end of the day I realize that I'm wasting a lot of this, but the reason that I'm cutting it, because I leased a baler and I am going to need some bales for my horses, and hopefully for some other like other animals like cows or sheep in the near future. We do need to concentrate and get more animals in, because we're kind of getting a bit repetitive in our work, just doing field work all the time. And we do need to do some tree logging as well. So if it ever finds a spot where there is no hay down, it's just going to dump a humongous amount of grass. And what's going to be worse, it's going to dump it just as I get out of my field somewhere there, which I don't really want it to. But I think what I'm going to do is just leave it here in the field. I'm going to bring the baler in here, and when I'm going to collect some of the hay, it's obviously just going to dump the rest of the grass there. You sort of have to drive it, but then when you drive it, it's not something that I'm used to anyway. Let's just put it that way. Okay, see, it's got a humongous circle. Why aren't you turning? Okay. Believe it or not, I was trying to turn, but it just wouldn't turn. Either that or the keyboard on the keys on my keyboard are getting stuck, and they're not really doing what they're supposed to be doing. All right, so taken care of. Let's go and open this gate, and let's just go and see if we can get rid of some of that. Change the capacity of my balers. I don't want bales, since we're not selling these bales. I don't want it to. This is the beauty of this baler, is that you can do this. Well, if you want to know the downside, this is the downside. I like it when they don't put collision on this. At least they give you some part of it that is collision free, so you can what's going on? It looks like the hitch is the one that's playing up. You can't really turn with them. It's not really the best machine to use for this small field. Well, then nothing is really the best machine to use for this small field. There is not really any it's gonna get stuck on that. Oh, just missed it. Okay, so we're gonna have this problem. Like, I can't really complain, because it is what it is. I could just as easily cut all these trees down like I did where the horses are, so then we don't have any more issues with let's get rid of these two bales. I know you're not really going to be able to pick them up in real life, but we're just going to pretend that these are small enough bales that you can pick up, even though they're 8,000 liters or 8,000 kilos. So let's move that mower here in the middle and see if that's going to do what I think it's going to do now. Yep. Whoa. Okay, I didn't really want to put a mountain down. Alright. So we're going to park you right here. And let's go and collect the mount. Ooh. Okay, how about we don't do that? Alright, so it looks like we picked grass as our... Let's see, can we drive in between them and just pick as much as we can out of this? Okay. So we got some hay now. And now we're gonna push this bale. And let's try and back it up so we don't have to, you know, do sort of unrealistic stuff. Unrealistic stuff. Everything that I do here is unrealistic right now. Okay, let's see if I can sort of get in there a little bit better right here with the mower. Come on, pull it through. Okay, we're gonna get stuck in the trees. Yep. Predictable. So yeah, it's needless to say that this is not the best setup if you are going to be in a very tight and very small area. But having said that, it definitely did the job. And you can't really complain. It is a decent setup, even though it can do... I think the hitch on it is not really suited for this tractor. Alright, so I loaded up all the trucks that I own and everything that can carry corn. And the reason for that is... oh, let's get ourselves massively illuminated. The reason for that is because they have a bit of a price hike at the store for corn. If I show you what I'm talking about, it's at $813 per liter, which is probably not the best, but quite good. So we have quite a bit of corn, over 100,000 liters of corn. So I thought, what a good time to get rid of it. And I do need to be careful because, as you guys remember, if you've seen me drive around, I do tend to crash into things on this road right here on this corner. And let's have a look. Are they coming? Oh, I better hang on. Better wait for them to catch up. Get rid of that. That way we get a bit of a beacon. We are driving at night and we are driving on the main roads and we do have a convoy. So let's get it going. Again, another thing that would be really nice in Farming Simulator 22, if they would do that, is contracting. Like we hear a lot of the farmers, what they do is they pre-sell their corn. So they get offered a price which is generally, to them anyway, they think it's better than what they would get otherwise. And then they pre-sell their corn. I suppose Seasons does something like it in the sense that you get one good price and generally it's in winter. I suppose that's to encourage you. Oh, let's get rid of traffic, eh? Because with the convoy, traffic off. The convoy, traffic is not going to be very good. Is this going to let me in? No, I don't think this one has time, right? No, it does not. Phew, I was going to say. I'll just wait for everything to kind of... So I just go Shift F. Whoa, smash into my little truck. That's not smart. So let's unload the first truck. Oh, where am I going? So that should be getting all our money going. Come on, this truck is really slow to start. Really bad brakes. Put our light on. And let's go in. Oh, I had to stop the engine, didn't I? Let's get our Lamborghini to do the same thing, and I'm just gonna drive it this way since I've done that with this other one. Hopefully. Oops. Now, I'm curious to see if I should be doing this, if I'm going to get the right money, since they're both... I'm hoping that I get the right money. So what, I have 30,000 and I had 120,000 liters. Okay, so it's not gonna... $94,000. Yeah, I think it was all right. It was the 813. I'm pretty sure that it was close because I had, so I get 100,000 liter roughly, just under $94,000. Actually, that was it, $94,000 plus what I had. So we're gonna quickly work it out, hey? So this one holds 45,000 liters. This one holds 37, so that's 45, 75, what's that, 75, 82, let's just say 82. This is 33, so 82, 85, 115,000 liters, say 115,000 liters. Yep, spot on. So it does give you the money, right? Even if you decide to do what I just did, and that is, let's get rid of the lights. Do what I just did, and that is, you know, unload 3 or 4 machines at the same time. Well, 3 machines in my case at the same time. So it does not cheat you out of your money. All right, we'll leave it here for this episode. And again, thank you very much for watching. You be kind to each other. Like always, have a wonderful day, evening, morning, night, depending on where you are around the world. God bless you. Have a wonderful day. And I hope you're enjoying my survival series. It is a survival series with a little bit of a religious content. I don't think it's too heavy religious, and I hope you do take the time to sort of watch it. I do have some interesting topics to cover up in the near future, in the future episodes, and we're gonna try and do it as realistic as possible. So it's not gonna be a made-up story per se. In what sense it's not going to be a made-up story? It's not my life in the sense that I think those things. I look on media and YouTube and Facebook and sort of pick on ideas and the way people look at certain things, and that's where the topic is coming for our survival series. It's a little bit different in the sense that it is sort of supposed to make you think about what is happening in the world today. Oh, there you are. I didn't even realize that it was Class Tractor dealership here. Well, I suppose, duh. Yeah, so I hope you take the time to watch it, and you know, I hope it challenges you a little bit to think about things, and you know, to sort of, you know, evaluate them. If you find them helpful, take them. If you think it's not for you, then just let them go. Have a wonderful day. See you later. See you next time. Bye bye.